Alrighty, guys. So, did Kevin Smith destroy? Let me say this again. Did Kevin Smith destroy the He-Man brand? Um, hmm. Honestly, I think he did. I think he did. I think he destroyed it. I want to say destroyed, but ruined the He-Man brand per se. Um, the new show came out about what was it, last Thursday, and it has not been trending on the top 10 trends. I don't even think it's trending. Let me look, cause I have my phone here. Give me a minute, and we'll do this together. Because I always like to do things live because I'm a live person. I'm live all the time. I'm live. I'm live. I'm live. So let's go to this. I fucked up. That's this. Switch. You hear that? My phone. So let's see here. We should have top 10 trendings here already. Let's see. No. So He-Man's no longer. It's not trending in the top 10 or US, and it's not trending on the top 10 and for the kids show. So, and that's the new one per se. That's not good. So, what's going on? Pretty much, this whole Master of the Universe Revelation backlash is doing more damage than good. Toys are not selling, and I think Kevin Smith and Mattel really underestimated the expectation of fans. If you're going to sell fans on He-Man, give them He-Man. And a lot of people probably didn't watch the show because of the trailer of Master of the Universe being misleading, per se. You're probably saying something. Will Johnson, this one has He-Man in the title, though. And you fool people once, shame on me. You fool them once, shame on them. You know, well, not shame on them. It'll be like shame on me. You fool me once, shame on me. Fool me the second time, shame on you. Because they're not going to fall for that. Usually, it used to be people used to give people benefit of the doubt back in the day. It used to be 3 times. Now it's 2 times. Nah, we're not playing that. And what's going on with Kevin Smith and his debacle, what he's done is created this backlash and all the hate for He-Man. What he did with Clownfish TV was wrong. What he did doing to the fans is wrong. All the fans wanted was a He-Man show, and you're saying to yourself, "Well, they got that," which is true, they did. But the problem with that though is they got it in this new show. But the problem is they want it in the Master of the Universe Revelation because you telling people that it's a sequel to the 80s, which is a sequel to the 80s that had He-Man all over that motherfucker. It was a Mad Max Fury Road. It was a Superman. It was a Batman. It was He-Man. And the problem what fans are having, and they still have to this day, where they were lied to. The problem I have with the show is not because I was lied to. It was the fact that the show's not good. On a story level, on a character level, it's just not a good show. I want a He-Man in that show. Due to the fact that I have not seen He-Man since the 2002 version, which came out in 2002. How many years is that? We're going 20 years. We're not even including the 80s. So I'm looking for He-Man. But I didn't get it. I want a He-Man to have a story with Skeletor. The problem with the show was he had his fan fiction ideas. He wanted to do everything, and he put it into that. The show sucks. You're killing off characters like we're looking like, what the fuck? Why are you killing off? They thought a miniseries would be the first thing fans want. No. You do all your fan fiction bullshit after you give us a straight He-Man show, done properly, right, well received, and well written. The show we got last week should have been the show we fucking got the first time. This motherfucker, what Kevin Smith was doing, should have came out next year. Mattel fucked up, and they are now seeing the backlash because the show's not good. Not the new one. I'm talking about the one Master of the Universe Revelation. It's not good. on story levels, on a character level. Kevin Smith got his money and did what he wanted to do. He didn't care about the show, and he's like, well, fans are saying I don't care about He-Man. You don't. You don't, because if you cared about it, you would actually give respect to the He-Man character and Skeletor. Why the fuck Tila is the main lead? She's not the main lead. They have Tila in the new show, but she's not the main lead. There's a character arc for her, but there's a character arc for everybody, which I'm digging. I'm like, okay, cool. You got your little Power Rangers going on here. That's fine. Not my cup of tea, but that's fine. I can dig it. How's the story going? And the story's fucking good. But yeah, Kevin Smith definitely ruined He-Man because you've seen the trending. It's not trending on Netflix. It's not trending on the kids' side. It's definitely not trending in the U.S. side, worldwide or U.S. thing. You know how U.S. had the top 10. Was it trending there? Was it? It's not trending anywhere. And I could be wrong. Correct me down below. Maybe it was trending last week. I don't know. But even if it's trending, it should be trending on the kids' side at least for another 2 weeks, not 2 days or 3 days and vanish. Problem is, Netflix really didn't promote this show. Netflix didn't want to promote it because the backlash of the first one. They didn't think the first show, was garnering so much backlash. And now, what sucks is Kevin Smith and the Master of the Universe Revelation has hurt the brand because the show that recently came out is very good, and it sucks that it's not getting a lot of recognition because it's a very good show. But they sure as hell want to recognize that Master of the Universe Revelation. But I bet you money, I bet you my dollar, bet you $1 that when the Revelation Part 2 comes out, nobody's going to watch it. It won't be trending. It won't be nothing. It won't be even on the top 10. It probably won't be watched. Kevin Smith has stopped talking about He-Man. Hell, if he was a true He-Man fan, he should have promoted this show. He didn't even promote the show. Because he's a hack, he's a fraud, he's bullshit. He is a Hollywood scumbag, I like to call him. So fuck Kevin Smith. Fuck him from ruining the He-Man brand. Because I'm not saying I'm a huge fan of He-Man, but I'm a fan of that 2002 series. And in that 2002 series got me more into the lore and all that stuff. And I hate how fan bases, not fan base, but I hate how these Hollywood execs, these Hollywood goons, these Hollywood scumbags, I call them, take up old property and destroy it, not giving respect to the lore. There's so many comic books of He-Man. There's so many stories of He-Man. They could have adapted. They could have used. They could have pick and choose. If you get this fucking fool of Superman, oh, you fuck up Superman. Oh, you fuck up Batman. Oh, he'll get all mad and stuff. But He-Man, he don't care, and that's bullshit. You know, that's just fucking bullshit. And I think that's wrong because now he ruined a brand that it's going to take a while to re-heal. It really did. Kevin Smith ruined a He-Man brand. Do I think Kevin Smith destroyed the He-Man brand? Not really, but he ruined it. He has definitely ruined the He-Man brand that it's going to take some long time to heal it. That's just my opinion. As always, guys, like and subscribe. Peace. Have a Johnson day. What do you guys think? Do you think Kevin Smith did good with the He-Man brand or whatever? As always, like, subscribe. Peace. Have a Johnson day.